Hey everyone, today we're looking at the VW ID.4. I'll include a link to the Volkswagen here in Orem's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this ID.4. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get right into it. This has an 82 kilowatt hour battery pack, 263 miles of driving range. It produces 335 horsepower and 402 pound-feet of torque thanks to the dual electric motor setup. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Now first off, this bright blue paint job definitely pops out quite a bit. Pretty sharp looking headlight design, and the lights actually continue into the grille and even into the Volkswagen logo. We've got some nice blocked out trim here on the side and then also at the very bottom as well. And you can see the front end is mostly closed off for aerodynamic efficiency. Tire wheel setup in the front is 235 by 45 by 21. You got the silver with the black on the wheels, which looks pretty good. Now the back is 255 by 40 by 21, so slightly staggered setup overall. Got these unpainted fender flares here, and then you can see the all-wheel drive Pro S badge. And then this actually has the funky electronic door handles. And here's your side profile. It kind of looks cartoonish, especially with how large the wheels are. And then you can see the charge port here on the passenger side has fast charging. Now taking a look at the key fob, it's very gloss black, but you've got your lock and unlock opening for the hatch and then the Volkswagen logo there on the back. We've got a cargo cover built in from the factory, and overall storage space is pretty similar to a lot of crossovers. I would say it's just a little bit smaller than a RAV4, for example. Now out back we've got this crazy light bar that again goes with the Volkswagen logo, and it actually has an itty bitty receiver hitch too. I will say the contrast with the black roof I think ties things in quite nicely, but there's the exterior. So now let's pop inside. Now here in the door panel we've got nice soft touch with the stitching. You can see this has a Harman Kardon sound system, and that trim's pretty cool looking. Now these seats have nice perforated trim there in the center and then some contrast with the gray on the sides. Legroom back here is pretty good. We got a little storage pocket. We do have vents here in the back, heated seats, and some USB ports. Nice reader lights here in the rear too. And then this does slope in the back, so I don't have a ton of headroom, but I fit. Let's now pop up front. Now there's actually soft touch at the top and down below on the front door panel. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then you've got all of your mirror adjustments. They do power fold in. You've got your window controls in this area too. The front seats have that same nice perforated trim as the back. They also come with memory function and lumbar support. They're power adjustable overall, and they even have massage. All of your light controls are here off to the side. The steering wheel is manually adjustable, and then you do have some nice trim on the dash. Now this is one of those cars, as soon as you get in and push your foot on the brake, it automatically turns on. Steering wheel is pretty nice with all the soft touch trim there, Volkswagen logo in the center. There's this nice kind of like silver trim at the bottom. We got our cruise control here, volume controls on the one side, and then on the other side you got practical controls for the center heated steering wheel button as well. Turn signal windshield wiper stock on one side, and then we actually have a funky column shifter on the other. When I say funky, you twist, push in, kind of interesting. Digital gauge cluster here in the center, which we can press the view button to change what it displays information-wise, but it gives you basic information like the state of charge, which is very important in an electric car. This does come equipped with a 360 camera system, and I'd say overall resolution with the system is pretty good. Now there's a lot to go over with this screen. So first off, vehicle stuff like your stability control and auto hold are built into the screen. Good thing to note though, the screen is very responsive. And then you can see elements like the climate controls are built into the bottom section of the screen here, but there is also these physical sliders for like the volume and then for the climate as well. So it's kind of like screen with a little bit of physical, but also screen like physical, whatever you're gonna call it. Anywho, more soft touch on the dash. You can see nice trim there at the bottom too. I like how you have the vents there on either side of the hazard light button there. And then the center console area here is quite open with the design. It does have a wireless phone charging pad, some USBs, and then decent storage here. More nice trim on the top. And then you have this little slider here for the sunshade. This does have a panoramic sunroof. It doesn't open, but it is a glass roof. This is the ID.4 Pro S Plus with all-wheel drive. $59,461 is the total MSRP. Let's see how it performs. Oh, ID.4. This is kind of like Volkswagen's Model Y. Right, it's a little crossover, fully electric. Let's see where it's priced at. It's kind of similar. There are some discounts on it. I obviously typically just show the MSRPs of cars. The reason I don't really go over discounts is because, at least here in the US, the regional, I cannot lean my... Wait, why am I adjusting that seat and not my seat? What did I do wrong? I'm pressing the buttons and it's adjusting the passenger seat. There must be something here. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, there's no one behind me. I guess we'll just do synchronize. No, wait. Am I smarter than the controls here on this? Why is this so confusing? I give up. I'll just have my seat how it is. That is too complicated. I don't like that. I know someone's gonna roast me in the comments below, but like, if I can't figure it out, that means that it's not user-friendly enough. Do you have to hold it down? What is with this system? Huh. Weird car. I'm sure it's something like simple, but also it's obviously not simple enough. Oh, now it's adjusting my chair. What the? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't think I'll ever understand. Wow. It's got some torque. It's like most electric cars, right? Once you can get up and move, it is very, very quick. I can't tell if this truck has its hazard lights on or if it's trying to, because you can't turn that way. It's confusing. Huh. I usually like to let people through, but anyways, the interior is nice. I'd say it's got nice trim throughout most of the interior. The seats are pretty darn comfortable as well. Cooled seat function's easy. Just press the little blue bars there. So at least that's a little bit more intuitive than the seat adjustment thing, trying to figure that whole situation out. Now, I will say, outside of the whole charging situation with electric cars, I do enjoy how electric cars drive. They handle well, they're comfortable. And, you know, they're quiet too, right? You don't have an engine or anything worrying. Do I have the heated steering wheel on? Yeah, it's got the heated steering wheel on. This has too much stuff going on. There's way too much stuff going on here. It's like my hands are roasting. This is, I mean, this is not just the ID.4. This is just a critique on these screen cars. Like, going all in on screens and not having physical buttons, I understand that some people like that, but I am just not on that. I'm not on that team. It's just, I think it overly complicates things. I mean, it has a physical button for the heated steering wheel, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I have to get a PhD in Volkswagen UI to properly use this car. And it's, again, like I said, it's not just Volkswagen, it's other automakers as well. Cabin's pretty insulated too, which is nice. I think like balance-wise, they've done a good job with this car. I think that I think it strikes a really good balance between being insulated and comfortable enough, but you know, it's got, I wouldn't call this a sporty car by any means, but it's got enough power to where it kind of feels a little bit more exciting to drive. So I think that's a big plus for probably a lot of people. And the steering is super effortless. The one thing I do like about EVs is that you can just be very precise with the amount of power you get. You don't have to worry about revving up an engine. You can just get into the throttle and get the exact amount of horsepower that you want, versus having to worry about where you are in the rev range with a nice car. So let me guys think about the ID.4 here. I think it's a good electric car. Some of the UI is definitely, as you can see, not necessarily the most user friendly on the planet, but it's one of those things where I'm sure once you get used to it, you get used to it. But I think automakers should focus on making things easy and intuitive rather than trying to just stuff everything into a screen for the sake of simplifying things. I think that would be the ultimate kind of user-friendly type deal with a vehicle. And I guess wish me luck, because I don't know if I'll ever be able to, actually, we might be able to make this turn now. There we go. Here's one more little acceleration. Broom, broom. It's pretty quick. Let me know your thoughts.